Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of the Chismis Corner podcast, brought to you by Pitt FSA. I'm your host, Michael Pacifico.
I'm the other host, Stanley Lynn.
And I'm Caitlin Alano.
Can you have a song?
Please no.
And yes, today we have the second president for Pitt FSA, Caitlin Alano, and her topic is going to be music. But before we get into that, we are going to have a small introduction to who she is. So, Caitlin, who are you?
And her first EP.
No, please no. Hi, I'm Caitlin Alano. I am the president of External Affairs this year. As Bryce mentioned in the previous episode, I'm going to be co-president with Bryce, who's president of Internal Affairs. And yeah, I'm a senior studying statistics with a minor in computer science.
Okay. Similar to the question I asked Bryce, what are going to be your expectations as president?
I think being president of External Affairs, I really want to push for like collabs, and it was really cool because we had a joint social with KSA this year, and I think that went really well. And yeah, I think really just pushing for collabs, and also since I'll be running like events committee, I really want to push for general body members to get their opinions in and really seeing their events push through rather than just getting like board's opinions.
Okay. And then follow-up question to that. Are there things that like you want to do differently from like previous presidents, or things that you want to improve upon?
I think, well, Bryce mentioned this, but definitely probably being more of a mentor to like the positions that we were. I was secretary last year, and something we had trouble with was getting a speaker, and Bryce was BM. So I think just being there for them and being able to guide them through the process, I think it's just really using our past experiences in order to see more like improvement in terms of getting a speaker. We're really hoping to get a speaker this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Stanley, start us off with our first question.
My first question is, when will we... Is it? No one knows. Caitlin is actually a SoundCloud rapper.
Really not.
She released her first EP 2 years ago. My question is, when will you be releasing your second?
My second?
Yeah, is there any like music stuff you're gonna be coming out with?
Will he Max the Rabbit?
Like serious?
Or is it...
Oh no, not Max. So a little background. I was taking a music class in my sophomore year in fall 2020. I was taking a music composition class. I thought it would be a basic piano class, but then we couldn't use the equipment. So now it was Bryce, no. So I made a pepper rap for the rap unit, and I showed that to board that year, and Stanley was on board with me too, and so was Bryce. And yeah, it just became a big thing. And when I had to present it to the class, they kept saying like, "Hey, yo, SoundCloud rapper," and I was like, "This is low key, high key cringe, but it's for the class."
I think Caitlin has a little sample she could show us. Unless
like acapella right now.
Or
We can pull up the instrumental if you like.
We can
that's
pull
crazy.
it up right now.
Yeah, we got.
You can
All
do it live, or you can...
All right, I can pull it up.
The first time in
It's not
Chismis Corner.
meant to
Live
be.
music.
Live music.
Live music.
There it is.
Well, here's the beat. It's copied. It's copyrighted low key from a TMG song. I don't know if you know who TMG is, but look them up on YouTube.
Oh, wait. Is this allowed? Hold on. Can you pause it for a second? Is this allowed? Are you copyrighted for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait, I like
Okay.
remade the beat. It's a little different,
sure.
you know.
I don't get something copyrighted.
I just got
We're good.
inspiration.
We can't monetize anyway.
Really? I just don't have the ad-libs memorized, but here's the rap. 7 feet tall, taller than Caillou. But Susie whistled and she said, boo-hoo. Crying and whining, mommy pigs love crying. Really? She couldn't... Okay, I forgot the rest.
Well, there you go.
That was a little simple.
I'm gonna need that instrumental.
Our new intro music.
Yeah, we it'll just be snippets of us, and then like in like a narrative like background like voice. It's her talk like speaking. All right.
No way.
But yeah, thank you for the little snippet. All right, Stanley, actual question this time.
That was an actual question. What are you talking about?
That's facts.
That was my genuine question. That was my genuine curiosity.
All right, that's fair. But music genre question. That is.
That was also the music genre. But here's my actual question. And both of you can answer this, but what kind of music do you generally listen to? Like nowadays, I would say.
Nowadays, sad music, definitely. I think a lot of people, most of my friends like know this, but all my playlists end up sounding the same way. It's always just like sad music, like like Louis Capaldi, his whole album, that Red album, so good. Yeah, I had like a Warm and Fuzzy playlist in my freshman year, and it became just like sad, and it wasn't warm and fuzzy at all.
Is that because of college, or is that just your mood change? Like how'd it go? Yeah, general life.
I don't know. There's something about walking on campus and just wanting to listen to like sad music.
I feel that.
Yeah, even if it's like sunny day. Like,
I think just the other day I was walking to the gym and I was listening to Ed Sheeran. I immediately walked past the sign-in desk, and the lady had to come out of the desk and pat me on the shoulder to have me sign in. I was like so in the zone with Ed Sheeran in the earbuds. I had to walk past the sign-in desk.
Okay.
Dive by Ed Sheeran.
Do you want to break like your music like taste within like 3 genres? Like what your 3 genres would be?
Yeah, I'd say definitely R&B, like very like indie, basic, but pop. Definitely do listen to pop. A last one. I feel like R&B and pop are really just like the main things I listen to.
Okay.
I wouldn't say, yeah.
Okay. No rap? No rap?
No rap.
Damn.
I'm not really big on rap, but yeah.
All right. For me, I think my number 1 would also be R&B. Rap would be my 2. And then 3rd is, I grew up listening to like alternative music and rock. So that might be my 3rd, but like, I don't know. To prep for the podcast, I've been listening to a lot of like sad boy Filipino songs.
That is the sad boy trend is very, very new. It's very like now.
Yeah. Like it's like
very common now.
This is gonna be like question for like halfway through the podcast, but I don't know why Filipinos aren't popping. We're all sad. We're all sad. We might not be like e-boy simp song sad, but there's tears. There's tears there. Yeah. And Stanley, top 3 genre.
Oh no. Right now it's probably like Korean R&B,
okay.
indie pop, and like Chinese motherland music. My issue with my music is I'm too lazy to make playlists, so I have 3 playlists: my workout playlist, my K-pop playlist, and my general playlist. And my general playlist consists of areas. It's like chunks of my like the music I listened to that month, and then just actually add onto the playlist. So I have like 300 songs on that one playlist, and I have it's like building off of like 5 years. So it's like chunks of my life just into that playlist. Like every like 50 songs, it's always like a different song I listen for a whole like month, and just stop listening to them.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I like changed my taste.
I think that happens naturally, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm just too lazy to make separate playlists for my music. So.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to add another question, or do you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Okay. So this isn't really a question, but I have been preaching this to every single Filipino or person who will listen, and I believe that a Filipino has 3 parts to them, or like the ideal Filipino has this foundation, and it is.
Can I name them?
Yeah, go ahead. It's within the like the idea of music.
Yeah. I know. Dancing, singing. What's the 3rd one? I can't remember the 3rd one.
It's gotta be.
It's a combination of like one of them.
Combination of one of them.
Dancing, singing, and like something else that you get from music with this. It's not like your voice, but you still do music with it.
Writing.
No, we're not songwriters.
Might be.
Okay, so I call this the Trinity of a Filipino, and it is if you're a Filipino, at one point in your life you were attached to like one of these 3 things. It's singing, playing an instrument, or dancing.
Instruments.
Yeah. Because because think about it, Filipinos, they love to sing. We're all about like the courtship serenading thing when you look at Filipino culture. dancing is just kind of the thing that kind of happens from that thing, like Jabberwocky b-boy type thing.
Jabberwocky.
And so I believe that at its core, a Filipino has one of these three things, or if you have all three of them, you're like the perfect Filipino. But I think that's what a Filipino is. Thoughts on that? Thoughts on the trinity of Filipino?
I think that's really true. I'd say, I mean, it stems from like kind of being stereotypical, you know? Like, I remember even before, like, I told friends that I actually sang, they'd be like, "You're definitely good at singing. Like, you can definitely sing and dance because you're Filipino."
I say it all the time for my Filipino friends all the time. And they're actually really good.
Yeah, I can't even like. So what was your first thing? Do you think
My first thing
was it sing, dance, or instrument?
it was definitely singing
Okay.
because so we had like a karaoke machine at my house, and we'd always have Filipino parties,
As you should, yeah.
and it's always the parents being like, "My kid's gonna sing next, like show them you can sing," you know, like stuff like that. And my parents were very big on like, "Come on, like it's your turn," and I'd be like so shy, but I would still do it, you know. And that's why I was like more known for singing, not really dancing. No,
Okay.
yeah.
You could have been our freshman year. We had me and Mike
Yeah,
snickling.
me and Stan.
You guys carried. You carried.
It was
We literally carried
just on
the
the
sticks
just on
down,
the yeah.
one floor.
No.
Every practice down one floor.
It
You
was-
gotta see it right now.
It was fun. It was funny before, because like this was my first year, so I didn't really know anybody. But I remember I had a neuroscience class with Pauline, and I'm sitting there waiting for the class to open, and I'm looking at like my laptop or whatever, and then she appears out of nowhere, and I'm like, "Oh, hi," and then she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you signed up." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "But like it's not even like done yet, right?" And she's like, "No, like we filled up all the spots." And I was talking to Laika, who was our season 1 co-host as well, and Laika was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't sign up yet." And we had made a pact. We were like, because me and
Not
Laika
the
are both,
pact.
me and Laika are both. We did Filipino folk dancing,
Yeah.
and we were like, you know what? Just for college, we'll do one of these things. So I agree. And the moment I was done texting her, I signed up because I was like, you know what? I'm down. And she didn't sign up.
Sounds like
And I was left by myself. And it was like the first like 2 like things there. I felt very awkward there. I was like, oh, why am I here?
That's where I first met Mike.
And that's why I met Stanley. So
But
crazy.
if you like joined that year, Celine would have given y'all a solo, which is usual.
thank God. I'm kind of happy we didn't perform it.
Like
but,
Fran would have probably made you guys a solo.
I'm good with that.
If we
Yeah.
have one this year, would you do it?
No.
Really? This is your chance.
My
Mario.
technically days are over. The moment my tita made me join her dance, made me help her practice her dance troupe, I stopped doing it. I'm not doing it again.
Man. I'll click.
My tita's low-key kind of aggressive with snickling.
I'll shoot all your behind the scenes footage or whatever. I'll click. I just don't want to dance.
Mike, you can gather some sophomores for a team. He'll
It's like
still
you
shoot
gotta
the
do-
practice.
How long have you been dancing?
So
Like as a kid?
I think I started when I was 8,
Wow.
and then I stopped 18, so like 10 years.
10 years.
It was really interesting. Yeah. That's what happens, you know. When there's not a lot of
Yeah.
Filipinos around you, and your parents still want you to have like Filipino culture somewhere that isn't like food, they make
True.
you
Food is
join
big.
the
It's
folk
true.
dance, and yeah. But it's okay. I got to meet Filipino homies, like as a homie of mine. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So would
me.
you
I met
say that
Stanley.
like you can dance other genres too, or is it just Filipino like folk?
I think it helps with like rhythm and whatnot,
yeah.
but like you're not about to see me pop up to like Fresha and start doing like K-pop covers. No, that's not.
Nah, that could be you.
Hey man,
17.
I'll shoot. Oh, so here's another thing where I'm going on a lot of side tangents, but so my roommate who was the president of badminton comes up to me one day and he's like, "You have a camera, right?" And I go, "Yeah, I have a camera." He's like, "I'm trying to do like dance covers. You want to shoot the videos for me?" I go, "Sure." And then he's like, "I'll buy you boba if you do." And I was like, "All right, yeah." I was like, "I'll take boba, sure." And I think this was it was 2 years ago. And like this was when like everything was Zoom. Like we didn't have any in-person stuff. But he literally walked around campus shooting dance covers, and
It's a perfect time.
some of them were good. Some of them were not.
Some
of them were not.
No one on campus. Someone walking around. There's no disturbance.
Oh no! So I mean, hey, he didn't even care if there were people around. He was still killing it. I will say he was really good at like the R&B like type of songs, but any of the K-pop songs, they were not good at all. They were not good. I just remember he was like, "Is it good?" I go, "We could do like one more take. We could do one more take." I was like, "I got a lot of batteries. Like I got a lot of time." But sometimes he was like, "No, it's perfect." And I was like, for who? Like, what is this perfect for?
What's your audience?
Yeah, I was like, who's? Because it's not the Korean community. I can tell you that. But yeah, so yeah, I think out of the three, I think I'll lean towards dance, but that is not even like. Yeah, I did have a phase where I would do a freestyle rap.
We gotta hear it today.
Like, are you a Swagapino?
No, I was not even.
I feel like you give off that vibe though.
Not even close.
Not with the Bass Pro Shop.
Not with the Bass Pro Shop. Yeah. Oh, so my aesthetic. Man, we're really off talking. Well, my aesthetic was gonna be
What was it? Last year was a Korean soft boy, right?
No. Well, so that was before, but I was growing out the mullet.
Yeah.
So now it's just gonna be like Asian hick boy. That was my thing.
So where I'm from.
Yeah, so backwoods Asian. That was my thing.
Backwoods.
But I think I'm gonna get a haircut, get the mullet, and go blonde. I think that's my thing.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's a big
Yeah, that's what's gonna
You
happen.
heard it right here.
Yeah.
By next, I think what?
No, not by next week.
Not next week, you guys.
Say next spring.
Yeah, next spring I'll have it
You'll
done.
see Mike with blonde hair.
Yeah, man, it's a trip.
Crazy.
It's a trip. But yeah, all right. To finish off the Trinity question, Stanley, singing, instruments, dance. Which one do you fall under?
God, none of them.
It's got to be
Did you
like.
ever play an instrument?
I played piano until the 7th grade. I was god awful at it. I never practiced.
That is something.
And then I didn't do technically until college.
Okay, well
And
then
then I do not like singing.
you just haven't reached that point yet. You're a
Not
Filipino,
yet.
Stanley.
You are Filipino.
You're a Filipino, Stanley.
Because my friend had a grad party for his because he just got his master's and stuff. But we was like this our local like Filipino karaoke like a restaurant that has a whole like dance floor and everything with like stage and karaoke like pull down screens.
Oh my
It
god.
was like we ran the whole place for a good like 4 hours, and there's people were all the Tito's and like the kids were dancing. I didn't go up there once. You'll never catch me do the cha-cha slide in my life.
I'll catch you.
I
You'll get
lack
there.
so much rhythm. You would not understand.
I'll catch you. Don't worry. I'll get you.
But my goal is to I think this year I think post grad I'm gonna try and learn the guitar.
Okay.
Try to.
Okay. All right. It's good. That's
That's
good.
been a goal for 2 years now, but since the COVID started, but I think I'm gonna try to learn guitar.
All right. That's fine.
Like self-taught.
Okay.
There you go.
We'll
There
see.
you go.
We'll see how that goes.
Can't wait. Can't wait to see your YouTube, IG, instrument covers of songs. It's gonna be great.
We'll
It's
see.
gonna be great.
Off Caitlin sing. If anyone knows, Caitlin sings on TikTok. You want to follow her TikTok?
Please don't.
Covers.
My TikTok, is it handle? It's handle, right?
Yeah, handle.
My TikTok handle is Cajun Fries, except it's CAI Jin Fries. Please follow me.
I'll try to put it like above her head somewhere.
Thank you.
Oh,
Steve.
put like a little like at in the video and just
Yeah, just add TikTok sign. All right. Let's go back. I'll reel it back in. So, one of the questions that I have next are there any singers or musicians that you listen to that are Filipino?
Yes, there are. I actually have a playlist. Oh my gosh, what is it called?
I have like 5. Actually, I have 9 written down.
Artists.
Artists written down.
Alright,
So I want to see if
okay.
like my knowledge of like food
It's
kind of like
like-
it's like a community thing. Like every single
I'll see if I
Filipino.
match any yours. I don't know if
Okay.
I don't care.
So
I
just-
don't
Are we
listen
talking
too much.
like a US based?
So you specifically U.S. based, primarily YouTube community.
Okay. So Alona Garcia, did you have?
I didn't have
written
that
down?
one. I didn't have
Yeah.
that one.
Is Zach the Budlo? I think he isn't US though.
I don't have that either.
Okay.
I might be.
Oh, Young Coco.
I don't have that one.
Either. Nope.
Oh my gosh, what am I missing?
I might be on this one.
Jessica Sanchez.
I know that one, but I didn't write that
You
one.
didn't write that down. Wait, oh my gosh, who am I missing then? These are all US that you have?
Yeah, this is like
Oh wow.
they started
Oh,
off
I
on
don't know.
YouTube Filipino.
I've got AJ Raphael.
That's
oh,
on there.
That's on there.
How did I not get
Red
that?
Roses by AJ Raphael.
No.
Come on, the Filipino anthem. Who's that guy?
Jeremy Passion.
Yeah.
Jeez, my sunshine. Who else? Manila Gray. Do you know them?
I know that
88
one.
Rising.
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't write
Or
that one.
Paradise Rising. You gotta give me a hint here. I feel like I should know.
But so most of the people that I wrote down are like, they're very like old YouTubers.
I've got Bruno Mars.
They're like,
Oh, yeah.
to me, they're like
How did I not
they're like the foundation Filipinos, like the ones that started off on YouTube type of.
No.
And then I also have
J.R.
like,
Aquino.
yeah.
Yeah.
JR. And then I also have some. Actually, no. Before we even get to that one, so I broke it down into like singers through like social media, and then I have mainstream artists that are Filipino.
Oh,
Do you think
I didn't say Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's on
She's
there.
definitely on
That's
there.
on there.
Like Bruno Mars, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Newer ones. Newish.
Yeah.
I have like two more that are like Filipino, but
Are they mainstream?
one of them is mainstream, but like they were like 2010s and then kind of died off.
No.
Ooh.
I was going to say Manila Killa, but I'm not saying that. But
Ooh, 2010s.
And then one is like on the rise type of like artist. She's a female singer.
Bella, like TikTok or mainstream?
So I didn't include Bella Porch, but I can count that. I can count that.
Yeah, for Level Forge.
But
Who are they?
so one of them, her name is Her, Her.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard of her.
Yeah.
Good music.
And then the other one is a singer by the name of Enrique Iglesias.
Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting that he is.
So
Wait, he's Filipino?
He's part
yeah,
Filipino.
he's
part.
Yeah, he's
he
Spanish
four?
Filipino.
Oh, okay.
He's half.
He's
so,
half.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say. I listen to some of their songs.
but yeah, so.
Hero.
But yeah, so like one of the questions I had about this, just trying to break down like singers, is like there's not really like full Filipino singers in America specifically that like pop off, but like, you know, mixed, half, quarter, percentage, whatever. They always like get like the
I think you need that
limelight.
I think you need that slight cultural mix with that little, I guess something like little pop. They just like, I don't listen to them that much, but I feel like, especially like you get like these like you get these like culturally mixed, like all these like Vietnamese Americans, Chinese American singers, all have these like this special, I guess something about them that like people listen to because you know they're born here. They have, it's like two contrasting experiences that make their music special.
I guess, yeah.
Just from their motherland, or like just from Philippines or China or Vietnam. It makes like a contrasting like.
Well, like my thoughts on it was that like there are like two contrasting ways that like people get popular in America. Like if we take Olivia Rodrigo as an example, I think I forget if it was Disney or Nick or something.
It was Disney.
Disney,
yeah.
but like, you know, she kind of started off on like that like teen star type of route. And then, you know, obviously when you have a star, they're like, can you sing? And then they're like, yeah, I can sing. And then the stardom kind of rises off from there. And then you have like the Bella Porch, where it's like social media influenced. And, you know, obviously Filipino, you got to be able to sing. And then, you know, she
Sing or dance.
Yeah, sing or dance. And then, you know, music, whatnot. And then it just kind of blows up from there. So just as like a more like focused questions I have is, do you think it's more difficult to break out as a Filipino artist or a mixed Filipino artist in America? Why?
I feel like, well, just seeing past things, like it seems like being a mixed artist, it is easier to break out. I don't really know why, to be honest. I think it's just, yeah, I don't know. But if you look at the different cases, like Olivia Rodrigo came from Disney. She had like a different pathway in like acting. I don't know if it has. Yeah, I think it has. You have to have like the face. I don't know how that plays in, but I think she had to go through like a different journey. Like she had to do acting, and then she got like discovered
Like
that she could sing. Yeah, like connections.
Yeah,
It's a lot of connections, but I don't know. I don't really know why Filipino artists can't get that same attention.
I guess is like a kind of like another question. Do you think if like you were to switch or flip flop like Bella Porch's approach versus like Olivia Rodrigo's approach, do you think they like who would have like more success?
Like if they were in
like
each
if Bella
other's...
Porch did Disney route,
yeah,
Olivia Rodrigo did social media. Do you think Olivia Rodrigo would have more success versus Bella Porch?
Like same, like still the same concept but different route, or is like different concept?
Like did they just switch identities?
Or like what are
Because
you?
Bella Porch's music is very. I would not say PG-13.
I think they have very different like genres.
It's two different.
Let's say they keep their genres. Let's say they keep their genres.
Okay.
Olivia Rodrigo social media route goes for like the angsty teen, you know. I don't even know what other ways to describe that.
I think it'd be Bella Porch.
Really?
Because Disney, if she did Disney route, I think
I was gonna say the opposite.
I'm just saying I grew up a Disney kid, so I somewhat understand
like having the
it.
Disney connection,
like Disney changes people. Like Disney's for my opinion, I think Disney is evil.
So no,
but it's so fun. But the thing is, Disney, like the music entertainment industry, it's very toxic, and it forces their artists to like change their ideas, because you will never see Disney produce like driver's license out of their production. It's always a separate.
But let's say it's like new era type thing. Like they're like, we want
a new era,
this.
baby.
We want this.
Maybe then there you go. But like
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know. And then again, I just think if you're going through these big corporations like Disney to make music, it's gonna be a little more friendlier when it comes to music, because you'll never see Disney produce like super sad music. Like, I mean, well, we had like Bridget Mendler, Hurricane.
You never know.
That was pretty sad.
See, there it is.
But like, still, times are changing. It's more PG-13 now, I would say.
All right. Any thoughts?
I think that Olivia Rodrigo would rise to fame more if she was on TikTok. I think Olivia Rodrigo would rise to fame faster, just because, or I think I've been like following her from like before she like blew up, and she like writes her own songs, and I think the lyrics are also very like impactful, and with TikTok I feel like the algorithm could carry her, honestly. I think she would have had the strat.
I don't understand social media.
I think
I can't really apply my ideas to social media.
I'm agreeing with Caitlin. I think the social media is just gonna take over the top.
Yeah, we have our own opinions. Yeah, I just don't understand social media. I do not understand social media.
It's the algorithm.
Like, I don't know what the algorithm is. Like, I don't get what the algorithm is still.
It's okay. It's all right. No one does. No one really does.
No one knows.
Like YouTube algorithm, TikTok algorithm. I don't get into what that applies to.
The only thing I know about TikTok is like if you make a song and you have like just like a good 5 to 10 seconds that like will hit, the rest of the song could be garbage.
Yeah.
As long as you can have your clips.
It's having like the short snippets on TikTok too. Like it could be a 15-second TikTok of like part of a song that you didn't write the rest of, like you said, like. And people are just gonna like that, and then they'll pre-save your song.
It's like the Young Gravy Betty song. All the TikTok about that one. That's a good song though.
Great example.
It's a good song. I understand. It's a good song.
Fall Fest.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess to kind of reel back into it. So focusing on like the more like YouTube focused like creators that are like singers. Did you grow up listening to them a lot?
AJ Raphael was a YouTube.
So I have so the 5 artists that I have is Jerry Aquino, Andrew Garcia, Jeremy Passion, Jesse Barrera, and Gabe Bonduc.
Oh, I didn't know he was on YouTube. I found him only on Spotify after. But
well, so I'm gonna play this song. So I listened to this one song, and I was like, you know, this like encompasses being like a Filipino in my brain.
Who's it by?
3 of those artists that I just listed.
Oh my gosh.
lot of
I really hope I know it, please.
This came out 10 months ago, so.
Oh,
That's
no,
pretty recent.
I definitely don't know it then.
Yeah.
The ads?
Yeah.
Sounds Filipino.
I don't
Sounds
know
familiar.
this. I want to guess the artist. Wait.
It has Jesse Barrera, Jeremy Passion, and then Gabe.
Yo, that's a trio. That is, wow.
Nope, never heard of this in my life.
What's it called?
Obvious.
I have to add it. I'll add it later.
So yeah, so when I was prepping for the podcast, I literally just went, I just searched up their names. I obviously did like Lemonade, and then kind of worked from there. But I was like, that's hella old. I gotta find like newer stuff, and I found this song, which was like less than a year. And I was like, you know what?
I mean, the oldies hit.
I was like, hey man, like Filipino like songs and singers, it's like wine, man. It ages well. It ages well. So I guess it's just because like we always talk about like sad song things, and there's always sadness. So that's our market. That's our market.
Life, so.
But yeah. So all right. So what like artists did you listen to? Because I feel like there's a slight like I don't want to say divide, but just like who we've listened to in general.
Okay. Definitely AJ Raphael. His Red Roses album, I would just like listen to that in, I think it was like 8th grade and my like freshman year of high school. And I remember like when I was in like, I don't know what year, it might have been freshman year of college or sophomore year, but AJ Raphael like posted something on his story, and he was like, to all my like middle school listeners and like freshman year high school listeners, like this is for you. And it was kind of like it was something to do with Red Roses. And I think that whole album, I was like, wow, like he's Filipino, and it gave me that like pride, you know. I was like, wow, he's so good. And I really like struck a chord with his lyrics too. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Any other artists? Maybe focused on like you, because you said you found some through like TikTok as well. Is there like some other ones?
Not TikTok. So Alona Garcia was on Pinoy Big Brother.
Okay.
She was like in the teen version, and I remember she was like 12, and I was like watching it. I don't know how old I was, probably like 14. And I was like watching it, and she would just like write her own songs, and I was like, that'd be crazy if she blows up. Like no way. And now she's like signed under 88 Rising's one subsection called Paradise Rising for I think like Southeast Asian artists. And yeah, it's just like crazy to see like her growth. Like I think watching that I was like, wow.
Okay. Yeah. One more.
Oh, I watched American Idol growing up too. Right. So Jessica Sanchez.
Okay.
I was a big fan of her.
That's where she's from.
Yeah, she made it to like finals.
There it is.
I've heard of it. I didn't know where she was from though.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it was a big thing with like YouTube too, because she would do a lot of collabs with other YouTube singers after she was like made known through American Idol. She like collabed with like Leroy Sanchez. I don't know if you know who that is. He does a lot of like song covers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
So mine are all like pretty much the ones that I listed essentially, because like growing up outside of like school or just like music in general, I never listened to Filipino like songs up until the point that like I joined like the folk dancing group because essentially that group was just like the epitome of like a stereotypical like Filipino like every single corner had like one person with a ukulele and like another person like singing like a song, and I was like man, we are like cut and dry like the exact Filipino.
That is the stereotypical Filipino dance group.
Yeah, it was, and I was like damn, and I was like, do I gotta be like that? I was like, I'm not like that at all.
Not yet.
Yeah, well, not yet. Yeah, not yet. But it was just weird. But yeah, so yeah, like every Sunday when we'd meet up, it was just them listening to like a YouTube cover of like a song, and then just like a Filipino artist, AJ Raphael, everything like that, and they would just kind of sing it, and I was like, damn, And then like for like a couple years, I was like, should I be singing? Like, should I be like?
Yeah.
I was like, I got the dancing kind of, but like, should I be learning these things? Like, I remember having like a small like crisis in my like life. I was like, I'm not really Filipino, am I?
Yeah.
I was like, this is not right. This is not right. And then I think for like a year I tried learning guitar. Didn't really have the motivation to do that. And singing is nah.
No,
Singing's
no
nah.
singing.
I did a over the summer when I was working at the boba shop. My friend hits me up, and we're watching this YouTube video by I think his name was Jimmy Zhang.
Oh yeah.
And there's this one video that he does where he's helping out a subscriber,
Yeah.
like get with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And
Isn't that all his videos?
well, like this one's like the main focus one, not like a question, whatever.
Yeah.
So he does this whole thing where he's helping get this girl, and like it just pretty much ends with like him getting to like the date, but then he does like a follow-up video like a year after, and he like finds out that like they got together, they started recording songs, and then when they broke up, they still kind of did songs,
Yeah.
like separately or whatever. And I'm in like a Discord call, and we're listening to the songs, and my friend goes, I can do way better than that. I go, what? And he's like, yeah, I could rap that. And I go, you gonna rap on an Ariana like Grande beat? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. And I go, all right, man, you do you. And he's like, Mike, do you want to come over to New York and record this? And I go, what? And I was like, he's like, yeah.
Segue. Future collab, Mike and Caitlin.
Nah.
Mike works audio.
Music production.
Yo, if you want to record like a real like thing, I'm 100%
Mike,
down.
if your major doesn't work out, you could be a music producer.
So true.
I'm chasing the ands in life, you know. I want to be this, that, and everything else. But
Post grad plans.
yeah. But so I go to New York, help him record this song, and then I was like, we should just find like free type beats and just rap over them. So on my YouTube channel, I have like 5 songs that we did over like 2 days.
You gotta plug your YouTube channel right now.
Man, youtube.com/onepennymike.
No, he gives the URL. What?
You gotta know. But yeah, my YouTube channel, One Penny Mike, they're all there. Not good, but
They're there.
they're there.
It's a start.
It's a start. It is a start. But yeah, so I don't even know where I was going with this, but yeah, music. Yes.
Facts.
What is your favorite artist at the moment?
Me?
Like right now?
I feel like they have to be Filipino. Like
They don't have to be Filipino.
Yeah.
like lowest of keys. I don't want to be
You can
basic and say.
name one Filipino and one not Filipino.
Wait, I gotta look at my Spotify recent.
Okay, let's go to Mike. How about you, Mike?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I don't even know.
I would say mine right now.
Right now.
I don't listen. I haven't hit my Filipino music era yet.
Not
I will
yet.
eventually.
Oh yeah, for Stanley, as a Filipino, who's your favorite Filipino artist?
Give me a couple months and I'll hit my Filipino music era in my Spotify playlist. But right now, I'll keep it basic. I've been really into listening to a lot of AJ Raphael lately. His new It's Corn song, wedding version.
You made what?
He played his wedding.
I
He
watched
had
the
2
video.
weddings. He's posted this on Instagram this past weekend. One at a church and one in Hawaii.
Oh my
But he has his
gosh.
second wedding this past weekend. But and right now, current non-Filipino artists probably be Rule. Been really into that underground artist lately. Underground like R&B rappers.
Okay. So I looked at my Spotify, and so I've been on like 2 like waves right now. So I'm listening to early 2000s R&B, and I have Korean, so I'm listening to IU.
Good one.
because
She's good.
because every single recitation, my teacher will pull up an IU song, and she'll go verse by verse, and we'll read it out like the first minute of each song. So I've been listening to IU songs.
How's that
No
going for you,
way.
Mike?
I had my first like a speech thing for
Like speech test?
like a speech test, and you do it in front of your recitation.
Oof.
It went bad. I specifically remember I went up and I said, hello, hello, Korean class. Nice to meet you.
know.
And then I remember I said, I forget how, I'm going to butcher this, but I said, 저는 여자 아니에요, which is like, I am not a woman. and then I go, 저는 여자예요, which is, I am not a woman, I am a woman. And then I was like, fuck, dude.
Is that an IU song?
No, that's not in the IU song. But yes, but like I had like the whole monologue where you're supposed to do like your name, your year, where you go to school.
Yeah.
But I started off with, I was pretty much just trying to say like I'm a guy or like I'm a man or whatever, and then I go into like that part. But I fucked it up, and
Give them facts.
I messed up the entire speech.
No.
And it was so bad. But the only reason I did it was because for the previous week, if you did, like, we all have slots that we were supposed to speak. If you do it within that week, you get full participation just for like doing it. And I was like, it's not gonna get any better than this. So
just take, Mike. I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Mike. You got this. You got it this semester.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. 저는 여자예요. But yeah. All right. So
Yeah. Caitlin, what about you?
So I was looking, and I've been listening to a lot of like 2000s artists, like when I was a child growing up. A lot of the karaoke songs I sang were by like Five for Fighting and Keen. I don't know if you guys know Five for Fighting.
No.
Do you know 100 Years by Five for Fighting?
If you played it, I
If you
probably
play it, I
do.
might know.
So it's like, I'm 15 for a moment.
You got me.
I need some
Wait,
more.
I'll play a little
I
bit of
need
it
got
right
me.
now. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of like 2000s artists from there.
I think I know what you're
throwback.
talking about, but I don't know if that's the right song.
I feel like you might know it. Here, I'll play the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I've been listening to a lot of like that vibe, and like Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol.
Okay.
Been
Yeah.
really up on that. But I also had like an Olivia Rodrigo like phase where like I was finding all of her like unreleased songs, and I made like a playlist on Spotify just called Crying, because it's all sad songs.
That's a vibe.
That is a vibe.
Yeah. And I added like all people uploaded them as podcast episodes, like the unreleased songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
speaking about new underground artists, I'm gonna plug Casa's and VSA's mid-autumn event in 2 weeks, August 9th. Casa's mid-autumn,
August?
August 9th. No, my bad. October 9th. My bad.
I don't know if this episode
But-
gonna be there by that time.
But I don't know if this will be released by then. But October 9th, Casa and VSA mid-autumn. Dementia's coming. If anyone listeners know Dementia,
Not
a
the
very
dis-
underground.
Not the illness.
Not the
Dementia with an X.
Yeah.
Very underground Vietnamese American R&B rapper type music.
Okay.
Low key good. Listen to them.
Go to Mid Autumn.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Mid Autumn.
All right, Stanley. Any other questions that you have?
Let's talk about our like music taste growing up.
Okay.
I would say like
Growing up.
middle school to college, because I didn't listen to that much music, and like I didn't really start listening to that much music till like middle school, because I was more of a I just read more books. I was a very weird kid.
Okay.
But that's all like
All
evolution of your music taste from middle school to college.
right. Do you want to start us off?
Sure. I think I first got Spotify Premium in my freshman year of high school.
That's early.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is crazy. You can skip songs.
I
Yeah.
had Pandora back then.
It was like $10, and I was like, what? But I listened to a lot of K-pop in my freshman year. I
Of
think
high
I
school
listened
or-
of high school.
Okay.
Favorite group now.
Right now, I'm out of it, so I
Oh,
don't really have a
Yeah,
favorite.
so you got no
group,
favorite.
but
was
I
your
have
favorite,
been
what was your favorite group? Back
My favorite group from back then. I listened to a lot of Red Velvet
Oh.
from like 2015, but my favorite group was B2B
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very
because they were
old.
big on ballads, and again, I was very sad boy. A lot of
Okay.
my life, you know. So
Did you ever
yeah.
listen to 2 a.m.?
No, I never did.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
They're
Are
good.
they good? Are they also sad boys?
Yeah, it's pretty much all
Ooh.
ballads.
Yeah, the 2 a.m. My House. That stuff was pretty good.
Ooh.
That their new song they released last year, pretty good. But yeah,
Wow.
go on.
Yeah, so I listen to a lot of K-pop and Filipino movie OSTs because I was
Okay.
very big on like the love teams. Like I don't know if you know like Kathniel,
Mm.
Catherine, Bernardo, and Daniel Padilla. I was very big on them, and like I think there was like James Reid and someone else. Yeah, like I was listening to those OSTs.
Okay.
And then AJ Raphael was very much there too. So that was like the big K-pop. AJ Raphael and Filipino OSTs was like early high school.
I love the OSTs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. If you just made it like anime, people do that for
Yeah.
anime too.
I
so-
did it
Same
for
thing.
K-dramas.
There it is.
Yeah.
There
I
it is.
listen to Hospital playlist for those watching. Hospital
Ooh.
playlist OST. It really hits.
There it is.
While You Were Sleeping OST, so good, so good. But and then later in high school, I started listening to like more R&B, I guess, or I listened to a lot of her actually. Yeah, just more like chill vibes, but not too sad, you know. So I got out of that sad part a little bit, and then freshman year, I was sad again. Freshman year of college, I was listening to a lot of Keshi and Pink
As
you
Sweats.
She should.
Yeah, like Keshi, Pink Sweats. Oh, I had a big
Okay,
Shawn
Pink Sweats,
Mendes
yeah.
phase too. And Troye Sivan, I'd say were my
She
like
hits
top.
how no matter how old you are. So
Okay.
always hits.
Yeah.
I don't think I've gotten to that point yet.
Not yet, Mike. Really?
I don't think
Not yet.
No. But okay. Do you want to go next?
Go. Let's see. Let's think about this.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like childhood. You can start off
Yeah.
like high school.
I think, like, when just starting middle school, I was really into this like low key country hip hop trend. Like, I listen to a lot of
Nice.
Luke Combs, Lucas Graham, everything, and like
No
Taylor
way.
Swift. Well, my sister listens to the car all the time, but
Yeah.
a lot of like
Wow.
Luke Combs,
Wow.
Lucas Graham, all that stuff. Like
Lucas
very
Graham.
like
Who's
hip hop country style music.
Mm.
Not like super like that much. But then going to high school, I was more into like, I would say I very much fit like the typical skinny Asian boy like rap guy. I try to fit in high school.
Skinny
I
Asian
try to
boy
listen
rap
like
guy.
I listen like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, G-Eazy, all the typical rap artists, and then college hit. I went to start a little more into my sad boy phase.
Mm.
A lot of
There it
R&B, Korean R&B, like Junie, Keshi,
Mm.
DPR Live, DPRs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It went from country, rap, to
KR&B.
sad boy.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's nothing wrong with that. So if I'm starting from high school, before that, I did like pop punk. That was like my thing.
Wow, really?
Yeah, pop punk. Like anything that was like Warped Tour.
Did not accept that.
Yeah,
Did not
pop
accept
punk.
that at
I
all.
was. So I don't know. It was really because it was pretty much whatever was on the radio that I gravitated to,
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
and like pop punk was like
Mm.
that, and then it went to like punk, like pop solely, and then it kind of dabbled into like R&B rap. So beginning of high school, I would say I was still in like a pop punk phase. So I was listening to a lot of bands, alternative music. And then halfway through, I think I switched to rap. Like you said, like the Kendrick Lamar or whatever. That's when I got into my freestyling phase, which was really weird. I would read books and like I would just like I would only like to read books because I'd like to like increase my vocabulary or whatever. And then
I mean,
and then you would get to the part where like people want to freestyle,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't want to be caught slipping. So I would like have all these like verses ready, and then I just got like hooked on like rap, like freestyle, whatever. Did that. Had a little bit of like I want to say K-pop, but I don't, because the people that like K-pop in my high school,
just like general Korean pop music.
yeah, like general. But I did not like the people who liked K-pop at my school. They were hella weird.
High school Koreans are weird. They're in a different.
They were scary. Like they would say quotes of like interviews that Korean like artists would do. And I was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, Pittsburgh, man.
I was scared. They were like,
little Pittsburgh kids are scary.
They were like, do you like K-pop? I was like, no, I never heard of these.
The fear in your eyes.
I was like, I'm not a stan of nothing. Like, no. So yeah, I had that. Then college, went back to like early 2000s R&B, rap, whatever. I pretty much just stayed within like the same three like genres of R&B, rap, and like alternative pop.
I also listen to a lot of alternative rock, like Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's my big thing. Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Like I still actually listen to Red Hot Chili Peppers to this day, but it's like more a low key thing.
Yeah, and then currently still just 2000s R&B. So like every year for like videos or whatever, I try to like do something different. And 2023, I promised my friend that we are going to do like R&B music. So I have to teach myself how to sing.
I expect you by next year. I have to cover out.
You're gonna see a little snippet on IG, and you're gonna go, wow.
Wow.
Not like a good or bad. Like
you read a lot.
You go, wow. You read a lot. Like,
a lot over the years.
There's a lot of emotion I've never seen before. So yeah. So look forward to that. Also.
And with your blonde hair and everything.
Oh man, I am going to be the most sad. It's really weird. I've been looking at tattoos and stuff. I kind of want to get like a neck tattoo or something. It's really bad.
Make one and see how it works.
Yeah. I might get one of the little like. No.
I mean, Halloween's coming up. We have Empire Tattoo, right? Like down like on Simple.
Nah.
They do a discount.
Simple.
I always tattoos are to just kind of wrap it up. Tattoos, like there's a whole bunch of like styles or whatever, and in Pittsburgh, like they only do like Americana. So it's very difficult to find people who do like styles that you like. But anyway, music, yes. So yeah. Anything else, Stanley?
That's it for me.
All right. With you, Caitlin, any closing thoughts that you have for your term as president?
And SoundCloud rapper.
Watch out for the Caillou rap. I don't know when I'm going to be doing that.
Second and third EP by 2023.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm actually, on a serious note, not that serious, but I do write songs. So, and I have a YouTube right now, and I post covers on it. So if you want to listen to my covers, it's just my name, Caitlin Alano. And if I do actually end up producing the songs I wrote, like I'll post on there. But as president of external affairs, I'm really looking forward to this year. Again, really hoping that we can focus on a lot of collabs with other organizations, and really getting a speaker. I'm really hoping to see a performer. Honestly, yeah.
Who do you hope to bring?
Yeah. Do you have like a list?
Any
my
prospects?
big goals. We have talked about Ilona Garcia.
Okay.
She is signed, I mentioned this earlier, but she's signed like under Paradise Rising, which is under 88 Rising's label. We're hoping to maybe get her. Shooting high, we'd go for Bruno Mars, but that's just not feasible. So yeah,
pretty high.
I think it's feasible.
I really hope so, but no.
If we had a budget that went there, yeah.
It was the best year of my life.
All right. So, yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been episode 3 of the Chismis Quarter podcast. My name is Michael Pacifico.
I'm Stanley Lynn.
And I'm Caitlin Alano.
And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.